Let's go. Burpsy derpsy. I'm drinking bubbly stuff. I apologize in advance, and also for the burp. I just saw a little short on YouTube. It was a clip from, I don't know, some John Wick movie. And honestly, I've seen the first one, which was okay, but this one, this clip, it was. I don't want to bad talk Keanu Reeves. Keanu Coral Reef. Keanu Reef. Sure. It was bad. That was a bad clip. Maybe, I don't know if that movie is supposed to be like bad acting, or it's the whole point, or I don't know. Out of context clip, but it was weird. Hello, what was this?
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
The game did save. That's what's up. We might need to reload.
No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
I think I should tell people to fuck off more often.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit. Never forget.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Anyway, I don't think we can level that up. I think the plan was the plan was. Sorry, I won't keep doing this. This is not. It's bad. It's in bad taste. Whew, hold up, man. I feel like a little bit. Not sick. I'm feeling a bit. I don't know. Under the weather. It's the last. It's Sunday morning, which is the last time before I then go to bed and have to wake up and go back to work for 3 days. And I just really wanted to play some of this. I don't know why I'm feeling kind of bad. I'm hoping it's just sleep. I just need some good sleep and I'll be good. I don't know. Yeah, can I just level this up? There are plus signs. I don't... The levels to this is just a matter of how much I can level things up. But then some things get increased from... I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
Damn, that felt good. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer.
Not as a...
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's That never...
But I'd...
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Wait, hold up. What's a what? I'm confused. I'm clicking on the wrong things. Something here gives me half light. It's this. Half light plus 2. Just let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen.
For something, Hunt?
Yes.
Come to tell me.
Men like this only respect 2 things. Strength and fear.
Show me your lorry. Right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it? Jesus,
Fuck
okay.
you. I told you. I'm not gonna...
Where?
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you the rest of my life, you understand? I'm gonna put you in a cell with a giant kit. That's probably, I just said a racial slur or something. You're gonna bleed. You're gonna be bleeding the K word, dick. You hear me? I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down, you hear me? What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go on police radio saying this guy told Madre to fuck off. I know where your fucking lorry is.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Yes,
Looks
sir.
like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Cool. Great. Is it this way? I don't know. The monument is here, though. Green? They look green to me. But this is more green. I gotta be on the other side.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
I doubt it. Peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Kim.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Gladly. Does it help if we hold it? It might. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da,
This green
ba-da-da.
found, A to Z.
Physical instrument. That's a white chick,
This
surely.
green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the...
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Gotta sit properly. Ugh. My whole body is like sore. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting sick. Anyway, physical instrument. It's pig red. -2. Nope. Haven't we gone through this many times and figured out that there wasn't any physical instrument except for the minus? No, I'm a liar. Big, fat, filthy liar. Equip it. Get some physical instrument. And, let's just see what happens, I guess.
This green found, A to Z,
Come on, we got this.
is parked with a firm grip. You raise the pry bar, a glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
Sorry, I guess I really am tired. Smash it. Say fuck the police. And then smash it. Say welcome to Rev Show window. I'm sorry, smash it apologetically. Sure.
The window shatters and droplets of glass fly everywhere. shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
Very subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Posters?
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's the smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade number 5.
Pomegranate? As long as it's not apricot. Gum. Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
Bare shoulder. No.
A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. This is ThatInsaneDane, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Sure. The radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
UW.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Pedals?
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Yeah, no, I'm a skateboarder, you know, we got that grip tape. Looks like the driver's glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Oh, does that have to do with the shoes? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who had the weird shoes that were all flat? I can't remember. Was it one of the Hardy Boys? That wouldn't really make sense, would it? Who? we talked to someone that we pointed out. We were looking for an 8th person, right? And there was a shoe of someone. And it was odd that it was sort of like... Maybe they'll say it, but I wanted to... I'll continue for the sake of the viewer. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
He likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Did we simply... Did we simply conclude that the 8th footprint was... didn't really have any... I don't know. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other. Maybe there never was a person. Maybe I made that up. Maybe I'm going fucking crazy, man. Whatever.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Wait, the missing 8th Hardy here? And she's also the one running the drug trade.
Looks like her, yes. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Those jerks, obviously. I think the entire Union is involved. Maybe even all the Martinez. Maybe even the whole galaxy. Sorry. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. I mean, it's doubtful, but you never know. This would fit what Joyce told us. But I don't want to make any assumptions. That's a good answer.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
Yes.
Are we finished with the lorry?
No.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls.
Yeah,
The
good for
radio
them.
transmitter sits
To
on the center
pull out
console.
toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of P32 from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
Go on.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Yeah, well, we should...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of Moby closed the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Did I get the thing that he didn't know about? I guess we don't care. I guess it doesn't matter. Hello.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Good idea. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of it all, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Really? Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Yeah.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters? Yeah. Do they factor in at all?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Fair enough. A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Yeah, it is. I just... So, it turns out this is connected to the Union? So it turns out this is? Yeah.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Will the ICM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Understood.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
Yeah, you're right.
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Alright,
Debrief over. After you.
let's go. I guess we're going to Joyce then. Thought we were supposed to stop this whole thing, but, you know, whatever. Hey, officer, got a minute? Yes.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us where her cabin is. We only searched it. No trouble, she's going to be fine. There's going to be an investigation. Sir, man, I can't disclose the facts of an official investigation to you. We can call out the racists, right? Does that mean? We only searched it.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But, is she in trouble?
There might be an investigation. Are you in trouble? Is that why you care? Can't really disclose it.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
No need for you to do anything. Don't worry, the police are looking into it. The last thing we need is more civilians involved.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Lahom. Why Tommy Lahom?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Then Jerry? I don't know.
It's more him.
Alright, anyway.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Bye. Not gonna ask you for money. I wonder if it was a thing to go through the whole game without asking for money, and I already asked for money, but I might have already asked Everett for money, I don't know, but then he just sort of gave me money, so I might have not actually asked him for money. I don't remember. Did I do this? Let's just go to Joyce. But what did you need me to have?
Sir?
Composure. Does it matter? No. But we might one day. Yada yada da yada yada. We might have found all the bottles there's to find at this point. Maybe we don't need the tear bag. Can we check your souls, Joyce?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I don't know, but I supposedly was supposed to go here to... But I guess we go here first, so...
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise. The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
Oh hell no! I'll let the man talk. Go on, Kim. I trust anything you do over anything I can do.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
I'm paying attention.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
You've made a mess here. This is not disco. You've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
So like main character of a video game style. Like Max Payne and Brazil style. If anyone's ever played Max Payne 3. Anyway.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
Yeah.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Maybe a good bloodletting is just what Martinez needs.
Wash it nice and clean. No, 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 no. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. I've said that before in life, and then things happen. Yeah, you know. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? I think the confrontation is inevitable. Bleak. I don't know. A lot of things have to go wrong.
Too many things have already gone wrong.
Yeah.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois.
Yeah.
All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep, black well.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Anything else?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Yeah. Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
Why did these teenagers... What did they say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
This does not come as news to us, but still. To your knowledge, where did this assault take place, if you know?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Should we tell... Yeah, sure.
Good. Then you've made progress. It's imperative that you move fast. The tribunal will not be patient.
This colonel. 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 Colonel? Colonel. The one who was hanged. Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice, but she had sympathy for this man.
You liked him?
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
His name was?
Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Lely, because he was from Lelyland or whatever. Lelisstand, Lely Fjeld, Lely Fjord. I don't know. Tell me about the others first.
One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body, and Classier also mentioned it, I believe. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two mercs?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
Yeah, they have no reason to shoot at me, do they?
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do.
Right.
To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Okie dokie.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to fucking solve the case here.
You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
Yeah, no, I probably won't. Vigilantes. The RCM gets its authority from the Coalition. Where does theirs come from?
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down.
Yeah, we still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Uh-huh.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Dice maker? Maybe not. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates. The scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Well, I'll say it before I do so, just in case.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a border keg. Does this not bother you?
The catastrophe, catastrophe. That's what my guy at work says. Whenever it's like really busy, he's like, oh, catastrophe. It's gonna be catastrophe. After break, gonna be big catastrophe. You see over here, this area, no real big catastrophe. December, really busy, big catastrophe. Oh no, gonna be catastrophe.
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant, but my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
Yeah. But yeah, we did it. One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Is it? Is it?
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel.
Right.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have? Please don't put a timer on this.
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
Damn it.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Yeah. Well, we are running out of things to do, so there's hope.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Observe.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
But you can't.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
like stars in the sky.
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What's the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
This one is going nowhere but the morgue. I've spoken to him. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse. This one has flown quite far by now. Nowhere there's no soul. I spoke to him. I don't know.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort,
Hmm.
the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
What's that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor. And these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Somewhere in an office lit by a single green desk lamp, Captain Ptolemaeus Price, 58, bald and bespectacled, is writing in a ledger on his desk. Rows and rows of days and weeks, laconic remarks in a single column. Patrol, case, vacation, injured. In Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
This man is no brother of mine. This is his service history. But this is his service history.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
It could go this or the other way. Maybe if you're tactful, it could be beneficial.
I need the information, not really, do I? I mean, does it matter? Mark it down, ask mercs about tattoos. I mean, I guess we do everything.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
Yeah.
But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
Yep,
We will be careful, ma'am.
that's all.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Anything new?
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
The cook makes it to keep the strikers drunk, helps them strike.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
No, you misunderstand. I turned the knob like this. Turn the heat down.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship.
That's what I did.
And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else?
Envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
A nameless settlement. Down the coast. Nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You've been here before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers.
Reavers?
We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
Oh no, she's sentimental, all right.
If you say so.
I'm over-radiated, Harry. I do silly things sometimes, out of pale-related illness. Like take this job. The moral of the story is...
So it was a factor in her coming to Martinez in the first place. Interesting.
Do not spend 22 days a year in Pale Transit. Don't waste your 20 slumming it with your stupid friends. And don't deliver Everard Clare's mail.
Yeah, well, about that.
Are you satisfied, Detective? What else can you tell me about your mail delivery quest for Everard? Do you think it will improve the place?
He wants to build a youth center here.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it? Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So, you're sad you can't buy the place.
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
I can't answer that. Bye.
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Of course. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. More lessons in basic reality? Glad to have been of assistance. What would you like to know? Good.
Bye. That was, I don't know. Ask Scab Leader about tattoos. Perhaps another mercenary can tell you more about the Hangman's tattoos, the so-called Scab Leader at the harbor gates. It won't count as one of the people in... but could be interesting? Yeah, but we did that anyway, didn't we? That's a task done? maybe not. Did we get 2 levels? We did. And we're on our way to another one. We could put one more point into composure. Composure?
Hello again, sir.
Composure. We could try to deduce something. What was I wearing before this? I was wearing this. How's our composure? That was yellow, right? Any of this give me composure? Composure? Wait, did I see it? No. It was yellow, right? Composure. Whoops. I don't... What did I just... What? Oh, well, we got 1 composure.
Hello again, sir.
Which of course is not enough, but then we level up our composure.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
Yeah, magnesium is important, isn't it? Yeah. Take your magnesium pills. So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up?
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
So, you're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Sounds pretty dumb. Yeah, I don't know about that. It is generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It's also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, and such. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired maggot. Ugh, I just had like a hiccup type of, like a, oh. Down, mag time, liver damage, maximum mag. Yeah, I'm sure that's the way. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything, and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Meh, whatever.
Hello again, sir.
We got this.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nail. I don't... So many people seem to do that. And I just don't understand. I just know there's a smiley here and there's a sad face here. That's very interesting. And a random stool. So many people bite their nails. I've never... Like, okay, when I was younger, I did used to sometimes, instead of getting the nail trimmer, just trim them by my own, you know, just bite them. But people that bite them down really far down, anytime one of my nails crack a little bit or you cut it a little too far and it gets hurt, it starts hurting and it's sensitive, especially when it happens on your feet, like one of your one of your big toe nails cracks a bit and you have to try to save it and it goes a little too far in. That happened to me recently. That stuff just hurts, man, and people just do that. I get it's like a nervous tick or something, I don't know, but man, you bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
One more bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. Got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight. Because your mother is a bitch. Sorry. And the pressure she's putting on you. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Okay. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body materials. I remember a clip on YouTube of a guy saying, or being confused, maybe. I don't quite... This was a long time ago. Either confused or trying to be informative, or just for whatever reason letting people know that he consumes his own white sauce because it recycles it and you're not killing that way. And I'm sorry you now have this knowledge too. It's highly disturbing, obviously very stupid, doesn't work like that, and kind of gross. I mean, some people into that, that's fine, that's okay, sure, but it's an intense dedication to the way of business. Now, it's your mother.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town.
It was okay, sir.
Man, I went through... man, I've gone through so much to get to this point, and...
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Think so? Fine. Do better to do something about me. That was a masterclass move. Whatever, kid. Now go on to do some about me.
You're quite sober.
Thank you. You might be the first one to actually like acknowledge this, and you're the kid. The kid took the kid to be like, hey, you've been staying sober for a long time. Good job. Thank you.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
How do you know I'm usually not? Yeah, about that, maybe you could point me towards some booze. And I'm having a grand time. How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
Yeah, about that. And I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
You are one of the best characters in this whole town. Like people. One of the nicest and just normal and fun to interact with kind of people. I don't mean like gameplay wise or anything. You're just, yeah, but like realistically, you just seem like a nice person.
There's something.
Even for a little kid. Suggestion. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da. Suggestion. What does suggestion look like? Purple. Suggestion. I think I've seen that. But I'm probably lying. I love to lie. Suggestion. Suggestion. Phone. Go Woodwood. I do apologize. Whoops. Kingdom of, right, we don't even need to wear those. These are maybe a bit weird to wear though. But at least they don't give us a minus to anything, they just give us reaction speed. I guess we'll keep him on.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Ace Detective. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How?
Man! What do you mean? Damn it.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Why can I not pass the checks of this tiny little person? $10.15? It's 10:28 now. Wow, this is like giving away when I've been playing. 12. Yeah, well, that's me. That one hurt. That was an 83 that just failed. A 70 and an 80. I'm not happy. What I know. What I know, what I know. Hey, are you open yet?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it. This orange machine is dead
Slowly melt. Still slowly melting. Will it ever not? Have we been down here? There's no reason to be down here. Maybe there is if you have a flashlight, but we've been there. We've been there. We've done that. Been there. Done that. Been there, done that. Runt.
Looking for something, Hunt?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Say, are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking bug.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to...
We saved. We can reload.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
They were on the body of a man who was hanged. Yeah. It was on your colonel. Investigating a murder. Well, we did save. The game said something fun could happen. I feel like I'm about to die. Investigating a murder. The first one, sure.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. Hard as a stone. But beneath it, you see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star in the web of lines away from the man's heart.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
No. Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benito, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
You remind me of someone. Anyway.
Benito is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
The proxy war.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kips, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach.
Yeah, it might be hatred.
There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's
evil.
You bet it was.
You were there?
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer.
You're not really a scap leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But
he's under orders. And orders are orders.
I don't know if I need it back. Do I? I guess you can have it.
nah. You've earned it.
All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Literally dead skin.
Indeed. Someone's up here somewhere? I don't know about that. Maybe that door that I can't access? I still don't understand how I'm supposed to access that. And you guys are still just, what, like two random motherfuckers from RCM just here?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
You do piss me off, though.
You see a heavy steel door. The door.
The door. The door. The door. The door. How's it been? Okay, we can talk this talk and then end for now. Hello, Titus Hardy.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Fuck you. Sorry. Me and Everett talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
Mm-hmm.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Why don't you push me some more and find out, gimp? Should I? Yeah.
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy.
Huh.
The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Guess what? I've, connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky. No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
You're right. There is no local drug trade except you. Nope, do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it?
You just diverted the flow to Jamrock. You made it our problem. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no. It's a weird, tough topic, isn't it? At least there's always 2 or even 10 sides to it. And everyone always makes compelling arguments. Sorry. I know they're still playing drugs out there. You made it our problem?
We haven't done anything. But theoretically, it has to be someone's problem. So it might as well be yours.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? I was sorta gonna get my brewski on.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy. The one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is... fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Just fuck off. Just don't be here. I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Okay.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah. They're forming some kind of tribunal. And they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Alright. Do you know that a single Zerez giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? This Crenel is bad news. You know that, right? The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them. Giant hornet?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
This Crenel's bad news, man. You know that.
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart.
And they got armor and weapons, and the mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
I hope not.
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
I'm wearing some.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose into city. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side. I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side once I find mine. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them. I think they might wipe you. No offense.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Talk to Clashie about the tape.
And
she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
Thank you.
I see what you're doing there. Let's push him.
Yay.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Alright. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial. I think you had a lie planned.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This day was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys! We should get a party going tonight!
Why?
Why? Damn. The gray guy in the corner is saying why.
Maybe not then.
Wow.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Titus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of pro. You don't know, she's a model. She won a pageant. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. She's not a helpless girl.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
What happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
Can I save that soundbite? Anyway.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Surely my rhetoric that I have leveled up a fair bit. 83.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because of some chick? Because you're a foreigner? Because you work for the wrong people? If we're trying to like attack his pride or something, we could bring up the chick or the foreigner. If we're trying to, I don't know. Because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
They just hang you. Like in the Dark Ages. Make a display of your corpse. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking. It's cool, guys. You drag them out back, light their corpses on fire, and piss on them. You don't care.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? Turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You're gonna kill me too? In this bar for nothing? Kim?
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
Alright. Angus.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, Take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Again, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
Why?
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
OD? Nah, there was something else, right? How do you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
If this guy never talks again, it'll be a good day.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Was Tibbs the 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
I see.
Tibbs. That's short for?
Tiberius?
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
If Clichet didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Who?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moorland turn. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Well, who killed the merc then?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I was thinking is that maybe his friends were tired of him, or maybe wanted to escalate this whole situation, but were also tired of him. I don't know. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Wasn't there a bartender from in here or something? Someone who called, who then... Wait, but she called, right? Clash? Huh. Yeah, never mind then, I guess. But someone went away, right? And hasn't been to work. That's why Gard has to be here at work.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now, threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said girls. I asked for out who's the other girl.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker? The missing 8th Hardy?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it.
Sure, but you can tell me anything about this affiliate.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Yeah. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection, but...
Still, after all this headache...
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place Would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Yeah. This guy just listening to the whole thing, eh? You're practically a shrink minus the diploma. Cool. Well then, that was, this guy exists twice, huh? And now it's just once. Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got something to do, I guess. We're getting there. Making waves. Crazy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. I am so tired. Man, I need a shower though, man. I really just need sleep. Guess I could sleep now. And, whatever. Take care. See you around.